All right, the Gamecock football team getting ready for a big showdown this Saturday against Brenton Venables and the Oklahoma Sooners. And obviously the big news this week has been the shakeup on the Gamecock football staff as Shane Beamer has moved on from offensive line coach Lonnie Teasley. That was in the wake of the LSU loss, which really caused some angst among some high-profile recruits who were tight with Teasley. But again, Beamer making a call that he has to look out for the overall program, especially those who are already in the program. And obviously this decision was not made lightly. Meanwhile, longtime offensive line coach Shawn Elliott, who came back to the USC program as tight ends coach, as you would expect, has made a seamless transition back to his area of expertise. He is still helping out with the tight ends and still serving as run game coordinator. The Camden native first came to USC in 2009, immediately made an impact for the HBC. And now in this year of 2025, Elliott has been called upon again to help improve an offensive line that is obviously in the first 6 games and a few games of last year really has not played up to its potential. Here's the head coach with some sage advice for the Sooners concerning their scouting report on a Shawn Elliott-led offensive line.
Yes, if I was Oklahoma, I would go back and study every game that Shawn had as the head coach at Georgia State, every game that he coached here as the offensive line coach, and every game that he coached at App State. And that's a good start for them and everything. Now, having said that, in all seriousness, certainly there's going to be things in the run game that he really likes that maybe we haven't been doing as much that we'll, add. Certainly, we're going to add some things to the scheme, but we're also, you can't just blow everything up and say, okay, all of a sudden we're going to become a, whatever type team, and we haven't been doing it all season. So we're going to continue to do what we do. It's just a different voice in that room. Every coach is different. My style is different than Kirby Smart's style or Steve Spurrier as a head coach. Every coach is different, and you got to be who you are. And Lonnie Teasley's style of coaching is different than Shawn Elliott's. Doesn't make one right or wrong. It's just different. So that'll probably be the biggest thing. Is just the coaching style, the voice in that room. There'll be some things that we've tweaked already, just in regards to some technique things and terminology of how we call some things that Shawn's more comfortable with.
Well, as you would imagine, the coach has already taken an aggressive approach in practice. Coach Elliott putting as much stress as he can on his O-line, which has been suffering from a rash of pre-snap penalties, among other issues, and it has not gone unnoticed by those who don't play up front.
Coach Elliott's just a little bit more like hands-on, like he's right in the middle of it. Like even during the play, he's like a linebacker pretty much in the middle of the play.
Today at practice, Shawn was literally lined up across from the center pretty much every play of practice, screaming, yelling, clapping, barking, blowing whistles, making move calls himself, just trying to make things as difficult as possibly can.